My name is Eugénie Desmedt. I'm an artist from Austria, and during the summer I was working at the Funken Academy with the mycelium group. I feel like these art-science collaborations are always an interesting setting to be in, because from both sides, initially people don't really know what to expect and the other way of thinking. What type of expectations there are, what do the researchers maybe expect from the scientists, and what do the scientists expect from the artistic researchers. So in the beginning I feel like it's always this phase of just very carefully sort of threading and just looking and perceiving and trying to get a feel for what this collaboration might look like. So this was in the beginning of summer when we met for the first time and where we started to see how this is going to take shape. And then obviously there's this phase afterwards where it really goes to, okay, what's really going to happen? And with this collaboration I had the feeling that the researchers might have looked to us, like to the artist, to the artistic group, for possible uses of this technology that they were trying to develop. But it was funny because this was not at all the approach that we had towards working with the mycelium. In our group, we viewed it much more as an experiment of a collaboration with another living being, so to speak, with another agent that the fungi are in the end. And these two clashes of perception somehow, they were interesting to navigate because it's a lot about finding a common language to even communicate about these things with each other. Generally, it was an exhausting experience, I have to say, but also very rewarding. So I feel that in any case, when one is acting with another agent, with another living being, the question of control always comes up. During the process, I also watched myself how I interacted with this other being and what type of expectations I had towards it while working with it. So obviously there are things like you want it to grow, you don't want it to mold. This requires great care and a lot of settings that are directed towards hygiene and things like that. Yes, in the end, my work is about this back and forth, this negotiation, so to say, between what we want as people who want to make use of something and control something, and then this other living agent that is somewhere in there and obviously doesn't care a whole lot about what we want from it. I found this a very interesting experience to work with. I do feel like the coming together of arts and sciences is obviously a thing that has great potential, but it's also very hard. It needs a lot of time and a lot of effort to be able to find that common language for the different disciplines to talk together. And that's not always very easy to set up. Sometimes the time is short and the expectations may be high or not communicated very well, and there's a lot of potential for things to go sideways and for everybody to be not fully happy with what comes out in the end. But generally I feel like this is something that is happening more now, at least in my perception. So hopefully there's going to be more of these opportunities of people from different disciplines to come together and learn to see each other's perspectives more.